Please tell your name and roll number for this exam.
Sir, my name is Kuini Jena. My roll number is 403118.
Okay. Please give us a brief introduction without telling your name and your domicile district.
Yes, sir. Sir, I have done my graduation in physics from Swami Vivekananda Autonomous College, Jagatsinghpur in the year 2018. Thereafter, I am preparing for civil service examination. About my hobbies include cycling, running, and gardening. And then my achievement is during my college days, I am voluntarily donated blood 2 times, and I am participated in National Social Service Scheme during my graduation year.
Okay. So, from which school did you pass your 10th standard?
Sir, Barda High School, Barda from Cuttack.
Cuttack district. Okay. And plus two?
Sir, plus two from Bahugram Junior College, Cuttack itself.
And graduation?
Graduation from Swami Vivekananda Autonomous College, Jagatsinghpur.
Jagatsinghpur. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So, your college is named after such a great personality.
Yes, sir.
Can you tell me something about Swami Vivekananda?
Yes.
And how his teachings are relevant in today's time?
Yes, sir. Sir, Swami Vivekananda, his earlier name was Narendranath Datta before he met Sri Ramakrishna Paramahansa. He was a Western esoterianism who proposed the idea of Neo-Vedanta. Neo-Vedanta basically stands for the Vedanta, that is Anta of a Veda, that is there is presence of 4 Vedas. And there is interpretation of Western thinking in the Western thinking in the interpretation of Vedas. And basically his teaching, he started 2 newspapers, that is Prabodhana and sorry sir, I am forgotten other name. And there is various book of that is Raja Yoga, Karma Yoga, etc. And when it comes to his teaching during current time, his work for women upliftment, that is women upliftment for socially backward class. For the first time, he proclaimed the term Harijana. That is when Gandhiji during Gandhian age of freedom struggle, when Gandhi talked about the Harijana movement, the basic term he derived from the work of Vivekananda, and he always says that service of lower class, in the service of lower class, there lies the upliftment of a whole society. When it comes to international relationship, his teaching basically talked about peace and cooperation in international fora, which incorporated by our Prime Minister, our earlier Prime Minister Nehru, in the formation of
Okay, that is fine. So, then you have done your post-graduation?
No, sir. No, sir.
No.
No, sir.
Okay, so you completed your graduation in which year?
2018.
2018?
Yes, sir.
So from 18 to 22, you have been preparing for civil services. This is your first attempt?
No, sir. This is my second attempt and second interview itself.
Last year also you appeared in the interview?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So when the results came that you are not selected, and so what were the changes that you brought in your preparation pattern, which you think that this year it is going to help you?
Sir, I think there was only one problem in my second optional, that is home science. Sociology is my core optional, both for UPSC as well as OPSC. That year, the exam classes between OPSC and UPSC, only 10 to 20 days gap between UPSC prelim and OPSC main, which because my proper focus is on sociology, and I am unable to give the proper time to home science. That was one of the major cause I failed in the previous attempt. So, in my sociology score, it was good according to me, because in my first sociology paper, I have secured 220, and in the second paper, I have secured 210. But in home science paper, it was yes, sir, 160 and 180. That was the region.
And this year also you have the
sir.
same optionals?
Yes, sir. Yes,
home science and sociology?
Yes,
okay. So, fine. You don't have any work experience? You have not joined?
No, sir.
Right. And what are your hobbies?
Sir, my hobbies include cycling and running.
Cycling and running?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So cycling, how, apart from physical fitness, any other advantages you find in cycling?
Sir, before 2 to 3 years, Odisha government started the Mo Cycle scheme for in the capital region, basically to tackle the pollution issue and to tackle the traffic issue. And when it comes to 19th and 20th century, we have faced problems such as huge pollution. And if we practice cycling, then it helps for short. Though it might not help for long distance journey, but it might be helpful for 20 to 30 kilometer journey. Yes, sir.
Okay. And whatever you have learned,
yes, sir,
any values, etc., from cycling,
yes,
do you think that you can use that in administration also?
Yes, sir. In India, in the Western world, we call ourselves as gurus. And when it comes to gurus, one of the value that is we incorporate starting from Chicago Convention of Vivekananda, that is yoga. And often he talked about karma yoga. And when it comes to values, it can helpful for controlling our mind peace when particularly in the morning hour when we for say cycling for a mile, it gives a certain peace in the mind.
Okay. And second hobby is running.
Yes, sir.
So tell me about running. That means how it is apart from physical fitness. Is there any other advantage associated with running?
Cycling and running in interrelated in a certain way. It during morning hour particularly. In a busy life during morning time, if we practice running, it gives peace and calmness in the mind. It increases our concentration power, and we focus our goal. That is when in the day to when we started from first day to let's say 10 to 15 days, we set our target like 500 meters or 1.5 kilometers, and it improves day to day our target. For example, so like a little bit fat person, if he target 500 meter in a day, if he achieve that particular target in 1 to 2 months, then it may be helpful. It may be helpful for reach or for inspiration. That is, he can incorporate that if I achieve this target, then I can achieve anything or everything in my life.
Okay. Okay. So now coming to your optionals, which you said sociology and home science,
Yes,
but your graduation subject was also sociology.
No, sir, it was physics.
So why didn't you take physics and you have taken sociology and home science?
Sir, to be honest, no doubt physics is a interesting subject. But when it comes to civil service preparation, in between prelims and mains, there is only 2 to 3 months. And in physics, there are 6 to 12 papers. And it may be hectic or little bit difficult to prepare in that much time period when it comes to physics. And it is my personal opinion. And when it comes to administration, I think being an administration, one has to understand the basic nature of the society, which he or she is going to solve. Maybe the when he or she solves, the people may come from basic background which he or she has does not know. So during this period, I think sociology might help. And when it comes to home science, sir, in my opinion, when we talk about home science, that people often think it is the subject that is related to only women or for girl or a homemaker. But when I went through the syllabus, I thought there is various topics. That is, there is presence of textile and nutrition. Another topic, there is community development. There is presence of extension worker. I think these are the basic topics which we maybe the person is in administration or not. The subject, I think everyone should know. That's why I opt for home science as well.
Okay. Okay. So, what is your first preference of service?
Sir, Indian, administration service.
Odisha Administrative Service.
sir.
Okay. And last one?
Odisha Police Service.
It's a police service.
Yes, sir.
That is also Group A, no? Why that is last?
Sir, I think I am not eligible for fitness test. That is my height.
Okay. 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 So, coming to some current affairs question, you said that Cuttack is your home district.
Yes, sir.
So, within 2-3 minutes, you tell me something about Cuttack. From what is the meaning of the name Cuttack?
Yes, sir.
Its history in short, something about its geography, and important places, important people from Cuttack district.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Sir, Cuttack, often known as the business capital of Odisha. It was the capital of Odisha, starting from Eastern Ganga dynasty till 1948, when it was when the capital is transferred to Bhubaneswar. Sir, when it comes to its name Cuttack, Cuttack basically stands Cuttack, anglicized name. That is, we often pronounce the name Cuttack, but the actual name that where it came from was Cuttack, Katak, which means a military camp or army base. This is about the name. The modern frame which we often see that is it is started from the Ananga Bhima III, who belongs to Eastern Ganga dynasty. And it's when it comes to geography, it is flanked by in the north there is presence of Mahanadi, and in the south there is presence of Kathajodi river. And when it comes to great personalities, in particularly freedom fighter, there is the presence of Parimohan Acharya, Subhash Chandra Bose, Biju Patnaik, and women freedom fighter like Rama Devi. And other alumnaries are like Hare Krishna, Dr. Hare Krishna Mahata, And its important cultural places like Netaji, Janakinath Bose Bhavan, Cuttack Maritime Museum, and various educational institutions like Bose, Bose College, and Sri Ramchandra Bhanja Medical College. And its major economy depends upon agriculture. So there are other product like milk is much more beneficial for the people of Odisha. But when it comes to economy, we primarily consider Cuttack as a agricultural economy. But there are other sectors where Cuttack is much more developed since ancient time. That is the silver filigree ware. There is horn ware. But during the discussion of choosing a product under one district one product scheme, Cuttack milk was the basic product that is chosen by our government for development for Cuttack district. Its population is around 26 million, and the sex ratio is 950 per thousand male population, and literacy ratio is 85% according to 2011 census. I personally feel that there are various problems in Cuttack district. There is the one major problem is city development and flood related issue, which is one of the major problems. Since I think this was the main cause, the shifting of capital from Cuttack to Bhubaneswar, and other issues such as the sewage management issues. There is in presence of other issue like developmental issue, etc. That's it.
Okay. So, in Cuttack, you have told something about the history of Cuttack.
Okay.
So, one or two questions on that. It is also called Abhinav Varanasi. Cuttack is also called Abhinav Varanasi. Why it is called Abhinav Varanasi, Cuttack?
Sir, I'm not sure, sir, but I think there is a link between Varanasi and Uttar Pradesh.
And Cuttack, yes. What is that link? There is a similarity, big similarity between Varanasi and Cuttack.
Sir, I think it is cultural related, but I am not sure, sir. Sorry, sir.
Basically, Varanasi is also flanked by two rivers.
Yes, sir.
And Cuttack is also flanked by two rivers.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That is why it was named as Abhinav Varanasi.
Yes, sir.
That means just like one more Varanasi in that sense.
Yes,
Okay. Which dynasty is credited with the establishment of Cuttack city?
Eastern Ganga dynasty, sir.
Particularly, can you name the king?
Sir, Ananga Bhimadeva III. Yes, sir.
Okay. And who is associated with the Baravati fort?
Sorry, sir.
Okay, fine. So now coming to some current affairs questions.
Yes, sir.
Recently, the Delhi government has decided to ban the use of firecrackers
Yes, sir.
till January 2nd.
Yes, sir.
So that covers Diwali, New Year, Christmas, everything.
Yes,
And
sir.
some people are opposing it.
Yes, sir.
That our right to celebrate our festivals is being curtailed by the government.
Yes, sir.
What is your opinion regarding this?
Sir, I personally feel that there is an article in the Constitution, Article 21, which talked about right to life and personal liberty. If people oppose that banning of the firecracker in NCR region particularly, it is not only about freedom to celebrate a particular religion under Article 19, but there is other people whose health is affected due to firecracker, because there is a presence of, in conventional firecrackers, there is a presence of various chemicals like aluminum. There is a presence of certain other beryllium. There is presence of certain other chemicals. And during the particular phase in that the government is chosen the month between the starting from just previous Diwali to up till February to March. This was the particularly the winter season, where the wind movement of wind is not that much good when it comes to summer season, and the pollution is always present in the lower level because the density of wind is very heavy during that time. And in a particular time period in December to February, there is severe cold, and the wind level is freeze in the ground situation, and which causes massive difficulties for people, not only children and elder people, but in the middle age population. Even they cannot able to breathe safely. I think this is a good step in that direction. But government, I think I support that in initiative, because it is not completely bad, because there is a presence of environmentally friend firecracker, which presents starting from 2 to 3 years back. It can be supplemented for that banning, sir.
Okay. So coming to some international affairs,
Yes, sir.
what is your opinion about the American court's verdict
Yes, sir.
against the right to abortion? Are you aware of that issue?
Yes, sir.
Do you think that the right to abortion should be there, or like it was there earlier? Okay, in India it is there, of course, with some checks and balances. But in US, which is a more open society, and this right it was given by many states. But now, after this verdict of the court, many states have already made laws against it. So, what is your opinion? The right to abortion should be given or should not be given?
Sir,
And give some good reasons for whatever you say, yes or no.
yes, sir. Sir, I think it is not the correct decision. When it comes to USA court, it was in the Roy versus Wade case, when the USA Supreme Court gave the verdict that women should have the right to get abortion. Sir, I am not supporting that current phase out of that judgment, because when it comes to India, we before the MTP Act 1971. After MTP Act 1971, we Indian government has regulated the abortion norm. That is, there is presence of 12 up to 12 weeks. There is no permission up to 12 to 20 weeks. There is a permission of 2 and 2 medical practitioners. Sir, in the 2021 amendment, it added that up to 20 weeks, that was earlier in 12 weeks, now changed to 20 weeks. There is presence of only one medical practitioner, and up to 24 weeks, there is a presence of 2 practitioners. And then after 24 weeks, there is a medical board to decide the whole issue when it comes to certain people, like rape victim or the unwanted child, etc. Sir, I think women should have their bodily autonomy, but there must be a check and balances. There must be a rule to curb the unwanted abortion. Like we follow there are certain situations where the child trafficking has been occurring due to the particular issue. Sir, I think rules should be there, and complete banning a particular thing is not good. It may be when it comes to unwanted child, it may hamper the health condition of a woman. So I don't think that it is good that complete banning of the abortion is a good decision by the USA Supreme Court, and its effect maybe not that much good in other countries when they follow the highest court order in certain extent. They follow, or they observe that decision.
Okay, fine. So, similarly, what is your opinion on the use of religious dressing in schools? Should it be allowed? Different communities have their religious dressings. The Hindu people can say they have their own religious dress. Muslims have their own religious dress. Same with Christians and other religions. So, in a school, in a public secular school, should there be a uniform, or should there be the right, the students be given the right to, even those who want, they can also wear their religious dresses and come? What is your opinion regarding this?
Yes, sir. Sir, I think the very purpose of a uniform in educational institution in general, or any other institution educational institution in particular, or in other institution in general. So the very purpose is that the uniform may bring a similarity. That is, there is no presence of there is no inferiority or superiority culture. But that is so-called rich or people, when rich or poor people. But when it comes to particularly religious remark, I think the recent issue of a Karnataka government for banning the hijab in school educational institution. I personally feel that it is not a good idea, because I think that hijab is not harming anyone, and there are the presence of other religion as well. For example, usage of turban in Sikh culture, sandal paste in Hinduism, or we use a thread in our hand. If we ban hijab, we have to ban other religious remark as well. And if we particularly focus the hijab issue, it may create create a inferiority, like the Islam is lower, or in other Hinduism is lower. So I think it is not a good idea to ban hijab in a institution. If we trying to ban the hijab, then we have to ban the other religious remark in school. Instead, but usage of only uniform.
Yes, but don't you think that is already banned? Like, other religions, they don't wear their religious outfits to the school. For example, a Sikh, student, girl student or male student, they don't wear their, the religious costumes there. Their turban is an integral part of their religion, which according to the Supreme Court, hijab is not.
Yes, sir.
That is what Supreme Court said, no? Is hijab a part? Is hijab an essential part of Islam?
Yes, sir.
So they have analyzed various things and they said that no, it is not. There are only 5 essential parts or essential components of Islam. Hijab is not one of them.
Yes, sir.
So that is what Supreme Court has said.
Yes, sir.
They have interpreted it. Okay. So in that case, if we allow that, then tomorrow all religions will say that we will have our religious dresses then.
Yes, sir.
So that will be big problem. For example, among the Hindus. So Maharashtrian Hindu will say that like they have separate dress. Hindu from Odisha, he has separate dress.
Yes, sir.
Hindu from Gujarat has separate
Yes, sir.
dress. And they will say that these are all like our religious dresses. Okay. Another thing is which you can add is in a classroom, hijab is also a security threat. Okay, veil. There are 2 things.
Yes, sir.
One is a naqab and another is a hijab,
Yes, sir.
covering of the head. Okay,
Yes, sir.
if you're covering your face, which is a veil, then that becomes a security issue. We don't know who is there.
Yes, sir.
Maybe a suicide bomber, maybe anyone. Okay, maybe someone who has come to throw acid on someone else.
Yes,
So we don't know the identity.
yes, sir.
Only covering of head, that is, yes, of course, can be allowed, because I don't think that is going to but Supreme Court has taken it in entirety. Okay, so that is the thing. So, acha. Then last question will be,
Yes, sir.
according to you, what are the three most important qualities that a civil servant should have? Three most important qualities. So many qualities are required. I'm asking three most important.
Sir, I personally think that there are various qualities that a civil servant must have. But I think the most important are the good communication skill and the leadership quality. The civil servant must be accountable to his or her work, and other thing should be.
So many of that you can say.
Sorry, sir, I could.
I think honesty can be there, integrity can be there.
Yes, sir.
Lot of other things can be there.
Yes.
Okay, fine. So that will be the end of the interview.
Thank you, sir.
Feedback hela.
Yes, sir.
Apanko flow of speech बहुत भलो अच्छी.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and you are on the like borderline of being serious and giving a smile. तो सीटा टिके अपनो seriousness टा काढ़ी की smile टा टिके ये करो. Okay, so because your flow of speech is good,
Yes, sir.
your points, your content is very good, it is very balanced.
Yes, sir.
ठीक अछि तो सेगुडा सब पॉजिटिव रे गला. इम्प्रूवमेंट एबे कोन करिवार अछि. इम्प्रूवमेंट हला गोटे तो हला आपण हाथ एबे जेमति धरछन ना क्लास करी धरछन तो बॉडी लैंग्वेज भाषा रे यदि आपण क्लास करी धरछन दीटा तो माने you are nervous.
Yes, sir.
And one hand is getting support from the other.
Yes, sir.
ठीक अछि तेणु हाँ this should be the position. Okay, एटा टिके मिरर इंटरव्यू रे प्रैक्टिस करिवे जे कि
Yes, sir.
घरे एटा गोटे सेकंड हला आपण बाकी सब वॉइस और ये से फ्लो ऑफ स्पीच एंड ऑल सेडा सब आपण को बहुत भलो अछि. कंटेंट एंड प्रेजेंटेशन इज आल्सो वेरी गुड. आपण बेसी ये रे कोनांती कि बेसी धीरे भी कोनांती बट बैलेंस ही कोचंती. You are not biased towards any of the extremes, so that is good. Okay, so fine. Overall, you will get good marks. Jodi eta mate marking kariya achi 250, you will get around 180, 190. Okay, tako ao jete badhai paribe try karo sir.
Sir, last year मते 140 मिली दिला 135.
135 आर वर्ष खराब मार्क तो नथिला जदि रेंज टा हम देखिबा.
Yes, sir.
But that can be improved. आपण जदि हाईएस्ट गोटे वर्ष रे 185 जाउची आपण तादरु 20 मार्क भीतर अछंती ताले ठीक हो आपण इंटरव्यू ठीक हिच. ओके ताले कि जस्ट नहीं. एंड दैट आल्सो बोर्ड रो बहुत ही बड़ रोल थाए. बोर्ड भीतर बहुत डिफरेंस लागो. गोटे बोर्ड टिके जेनरस मार्किंग दोचंती गोटे बोर्ड टिके स्ट्रिक्ट मार्किंग दोचंती तो ता परे आपण लाख ऊपर भी सेटा पड़ियो. ओके
Sir, eye contact.
आई कांटेक्ट आपनकर मोस्ट किता ठीक थिला. ओके आई कांटेक्ट वाज गुड. आई कांटेक्ट प्रॉब्लम किछ हेत लागिला नो जेतले पैनल रे बसबे सेतरे आई कांटेक्ट संगे द आई मूवमेंट सेटा भी देखिया पड़ियो कि मझिरे मझिरे समस्त को एड्रेस करूछ रादर देन कि जन को ही देखिकी. ओके
Yes, sir.
राइट. So we will stop here.